Hello friends, in this lecture we are going to discuss about various kinds of letter of credit which is practiced very commonly in international trade. In the previous video, we have understood the complete process of letter of credit. For a quick recap of the subject, letter of credit is requested by the buyer to his bank after submitting some collateral. This bank issues the letter of credit. This letter of credit is validated by the advising bank, which further advises the seller to ship the goods and extend the credit in the name of the buyer. For more details, you can please refer to the previous video. The first type of letter of credit is commercial letter of credit. In fact, most of the letter of credit which are exchanged are of commercial nature. Basically, these are the letter of credits which are issued for the commercial objectives. However, a standby letter of credit is kept as a guarantee. It is a secondary payment method where the bank will pay only in a situation when the payment maker fails to make the payment. It acts very likely to bank guarantee. The next type of letter of credits are very easy to understand from the graphics. In case of a revocable letter of credit, the buyer can revoke the payment or change the terms of payment in the letter of credit. This can be done at any point of time till the seller is paid off. It can bruise the interests of the seller. He might not receive the full payment or actual payment. This is the reason why is it hardly practiced anywhere. But, in case of irrevocable letter of credit, no payment or the terms of letter of credit can be revoked by the buyer after the issuance of letter of credit. Next type, a sight letter of credit, is a kind in which the nominated bank releases the payment upon the presentation of documents. The set of documents include the shipping documents, along with the bill of lading. Although, this immediately takes 7 days to authenticate the documents submitted by the exporter or the seller. But, in case of a deferred letter of credit, a fixed time which is written in the terms of credit that after this many days, the payment will be made. For example, it can be written as, so-and-so seller will be paid his payment after 60 days from the presentation of documents. Then payment is released after the completion of the stipulated time period, which is 60 days in this case. Precisely, if documents are presented today, then the payment will be released on the 61st day from today. A letter of credit is called confirmed in a situation when the advising bank asks for a guarantee or an endorsement by some recognized bank. This is exercised in case of deficiency in creditworthiness of the issuing bank. This kind of letter of credit are rarely practiced. By and large, letter of credit are of unconfirmed type, means the issuing bank has enough credibility to get the credit extended upon. For confirmed letter of credit, the issuing bank and guaranteeing banks are different. The revolving type of letter of credit is issued in the situation when a series of payments are to be exercised regularly. For example, a person who receives an order to supply toys for 6 months. The amount which is expected to receive from this supply is $1,000. One option is that the buyer will get 6 letters of credit issued in his name, and the whole process will be followed for 6 times separately. Nevertheless, the order and the amount are the same. Therefore, to avoid this complexity, we can get the revolving letter of credit issued for 6 months. Means every month a part of payment will be made to the seller for the next 6 months. This is a very special type of letter of credit in terms of the number of parties involved. This includes the highest number of parties involved, that is 6. It includes seller, traders and the manufacturer, and their respective banks. In this case, the trader himself is not the manufacturer. He will receive the letter of credit from the importer, against the sale order from the importer. Then the trader will get another letter of credit issued, to pay the manufacturer. The collateral for this new letter of credit will be the old letter of credit, which has been issued by the importer. Please note one thing. The amount of this new letter of credit has to be lower than the previous letter of credit. Like if the previous letter of credit is of $1 million value, then the new letter of credit has to be 7 lakhs or somewhere around. This new letter of credit is called back-to-back letter of credit. In this type of letter of credit, red ink is used to mention a clause. This clause is about releasing 20 to 25% advance to the seller for buying raw material or processing or packaging of the product. Actually, when the seller receives an order, he needs working capital. For that purpose, instead of borrowing money interest from the market, this is a good option. The other color of writing a clause is green. I like red clause letter of credit. The purpose of taking the advance includes pre-shipment warehousing along with buying raw material and packaging. The amount of advance lies between 75 to 80% of the total letter of credit amount. So friends, I have covered mostly all the types of letters of credit. Yet in some books you might find some different names also, like for green clause, it has been written as a blue clause letter of credit. If you want me to include any other type of letter of credit, please mention in the comment section.